mean, that's
You mean that
always the
snippet you sent
worst.
me today, or something
Yeah,
else
that part
entirely?
was part of that snippet that I sent you today. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you should stop interacting with him.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. Sneaky's probably the most reasonable person he interacts with, which means Sneaky's the closest thing to a counterbalance he has in life right now.
That's also true.
That
So
is alarming on several levels.
we take
But
away the
it
counterbalance and let him swing wildly out of whack, and when he crashes and hits a wall,
Yeah, but it's like I'm not that sort of person though. It's like you, the person on the other end, actually have to make an effort for me to stop talking to you. Like, I won't go to you for conversations, but if you come to me for conversations, I'll talk to you. Unless you really piss me off, or you say something that really pisses me off, that I don't ever forgive you for. Then I definitely stop talking to you on purpose forever.
Okay, how in the fuck? Listen, you and I have said some quite rude things to each other over the years.
Yes.
What the hell does someone have to do to get to the point of not talking? Like,
Saying something so outrageously not true and then not apologizing for it later because they think they're the one in the right.
Yeah.
not accusing Sneaky of something he didn't do.
Sneaky has shared a couple things said to him that was like, this is the
Yeah.
cutoff point for that person. I was there for one instance that happened back in the Train to Miami days,
Yep.
which they did reconcile that. So at the very least, if I ever pulled them in a game together, they would be polite to each other.
Yeah.
But that friendship died with the things that were said. At best, he could manage a working relationship with that person. At best.
Possibly.
As long as they keep their fucking mouth shut about him.
Pretty much, yeah. That'd be required, yeah. Yeah, no, I am very, very much the truism of short, wet fuse is used to describe me. You have to really fucking try to dry that sucker out, but, that's pretty much it. Once you dry that bitch out, that's it. You're game over. There's no fuse to re-wet after that.
So it's just dry powder at that point.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much just straight. I will just fucking explode on you, and you better pray that I'm in a voice chat with you and not standing in front of you, because boy, some of the things I've done to people, I really should have gone to jail for. And it's crazy that I didn't.
I mean, you've never killed anyone.
Yet.
That you know of.
I've never killed anyone yet. The
I'm gonna
stuff
be real
that
with
I blew up
Sneaky's
on
not the type of
people
person
over.
that would. Sneaky would not boast about killing someone. If I asked him, have you ever killed anyone? He would just say yes or no.
Yeah, I'll probably vaguely
You don't have to
allude
be a
to it
close
or
friend
say
like I am.
yes.
You could be a stranger. You just say yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all the context you get.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. But no, I mean, it's like, no, I've never crashed out on someone over something that would make me want to kill them while I was in front of that person. There have been a couple people that if I was in front of them when the event happened and not in a voice chat with them, I probably would have killed them. I probably would have killed them.
Now that I can believe.
I can believe it, although I would possibly be less freewheeling with admitting such an assertion, my good man.
I mean,
It's
I've
like the
said
age
way
already
worse.
knows.
It would have to be really extreme for him to resort to that, to be fair.
Yes. Just, the Fed boys are listening. I'm not
I
sure
mean,
which one of us.
I've straight up said like multiple times across the years exactly what it would take to make me off someone. Which is to say, I'm not gonna fuck my own life over, but I mean, if you don't leave me a life left to fuck over, then that was a pretty
Nothing left to
stupid fucking
lose.
move. But yeah, no, yeah, it's so some of the people I interact with are they're just annoying. They just say stupid things, and I kind of just shrug and move on. Sneaky getting a whole 1 cent from ads right now. Yeah, you know it, boy.
Hey, only
Hooray.
7,000 more years to go before it cashes out.
I think they actually doubled the fucking cash out again.
Oh my god.
Because I'm not a Twitch
One day at
partner.
we'll see our $5.
Right.
Assuming Twitch doesn't steal it out from Sneaky again.
I was gonna say. Also, I
Yeah, that was
swear to
pretty
God, if I
fucked.
get it in yen again.
Don't worry, I'll give it to you in Filipino money this time. That way you can go buy yourself a Philippine wife.
Motherfucker, I want it to at least be in some manner of dollar. I'll take Australian dollar reduce.
It's one thing to hear there's always more and it always gets worse, and there's another thing to directly experience it. I didn't think it was possible to outdo Depression Quest for cringe, but the Nepo Baby managed to do it. Yeah, so mixtape, that was pretty wild.
I've never heard of Depression Quest. 2013.
You didn't know about
You
Depression
didn't know
Quest?
about it?
Nope.
That was what started Gamergate, because she went around and fucked all the game journalists to give her a 10 out of 10.
Keep in mind, Sneaky, I wasn't tied to Gamergate in any fashion. You told me about it like 3 years after it was over.
That's fair.
And and like every time I look for summary, it's like it was literally a nothing burger started by a no one who really shouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, well, see, that's the problem.
And
Is to some people, Max, Gamergate never ended. To other people, Gamergate we're on the third arc of Gamergate. To some people,
I thought we were on 2.0.
No, that 2.0. That was like 2018.
It's hard to keep track of. I just know that it unfortunately gifted us
the
such
specter of
pleasant
Gamergate
people
as
Sarkeesian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Slay the Spire's not doing too hot right now.
Yeah. People don't like it when you hire someone whose entire mission is to destroy the games industry.
Yeah, it's really weird how that works. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's almost like if you
and a lot of people. I'm someone who believes you should be able to separate the art from the artist. That goes for video games too. Someone could develop a baller game and have some of the most dog shit opinions I've ever heard, regardless of where they lay on.
Yeah, like Neil Druckmann.
Pick a spectrum, doesn't matter. But a lot of people can't do that, especially in a day and age where our dollars are a little more valuable to the people who live paycheck to paycheck.
Well, I mean, it's not just that though, but it's like there's a certain spectrum of political ideology usually on the more extreme ends of anything, right? And take any ideology on the more extreme end of it's always going to be that, religion, politics, anything, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain group of people that can't shut the fuck up about their beliefs. So even if they can make a 10 out of 10 game on game mechanics, the game becomes like a -1 out of 10 because they can't shut the fuck up in the game about their beliefs. And it's like, it doesn't even just make it like the dialogue bad. It's a spectrum of I have these beliefs and they might be like, woven into the general plot arc or how character dialogue works or certain representatives of characters, and it might just be like whatever, right? And that's okay. And then you got as you get more extreme, it becomes like, this gets mentioned, and then more extreme, the entire game becomes about this, and it just ruins the game. Like, you can't talk to a single fucking NPC without them bringing it up, and you're just like, nope, I can't play the game anymore. This is just so fucking annoying to talk to any NPC in this game that I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
So the problem is that there's a lot of those people now in the game industry because for the past decade and a half, there's been a lot of activist money flowing into the game industry.
All that DEI
And
money.
you kind of just have to stomp these people out. You can't. There's a lot of people you can give a route to forgiveness to. Warhorse Studios, for example. They were just pressured. They didn't understand what was going on in America. They made poor choices. You don't have to crash their game with no survivors.
Which one was that? What did they do?
Kingdom Come Deliverance. They made a lot of they made a black man show up in Hungary in the 1400s, and they made him this super educated polyglot genius doctor who was smarter than everyone else in Europe.
Yeah, the
and he
Negro
also fucks your
trope,
wife,
yeah.
or supposedly people found a video file of him fucking your wife, but
I mean, okay, hang on.
I didn't
Like, just because something's exists in a game isn't a reason to get mad about. Like, if it's in a game and removed,
the thing is
right,
that
if it's
Kingdom Come
content,
Deliverance sold itself as a historical accurate
oh
game.
No. I'm talking about the wife fucking thing. Like,
oh, okay, yeah.
Like no, right. I'm not talking about because it sold itself as a historical game that they didn't understand what was going on. Like you said, there's no reason to crash and burn the game.
Yeah.
What I was talking about,
game.
like, just because something exists in the game files
doesn't mean it was
even if it's 99% done.
Yeah,
does not mean people should like get mad about it because it was removed for some reason. And unless it comes out that the reason they removed it was, oops, we didn't realize people wouldn't like us advertising our cucking fetish.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? They took it out, right? Someone went in there and said, guys, put the brakes on.
Yeah, no, like I said, they kind of recovered it in the end, right at the finish line. Great game ended up being, but it's still a the character, the black guy, is still a key part of pretty much the last half of the game, and it is a little bit annoying because pretty much all your dialogue with him is about how smarter and much more cultured he is as a Muslim than these Christian barbarian white people. And it's like, okay, great, yeah, thanks, okay, yep, keep going, Cal, we have to save you from execution. Wow, I can't believe with all the things you've said that people would want to kill you. This is me being surprised.
What did you do to make people want to kill you?
But yeah,
I don't know. It just existed. Now, and I want to be clear. I know they didn't do this, but boy, it would have been funny if the entire point of him was, no, this is what they did. They were that annoying.
No, yeah, that's true. Except, yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's no proof of such a character ever existing in historical record. But on the flip side, what I'm getting to is Anita Sarkeesian. She is effectively gaming Sauron. If you invite gaming Sauron into your video game, I don't care if all she did was breathe in the office. Purged.
Yeah.
It's 2026. We've had 14 years of this woman posting content online ruining video gaming, and the riotous response to her for the past 14 fucking years. News headlines up and down the fucking wazoo. You can't say, oh, I didn't know she was gaming Sauron.
Yeah, you should have known better.
I'm sorry, or you're fucking making a video game and you've never heard of Anita Sarkeesian? Yeah. Then why the fuck did you hire her?
They knew.
Right, but that's my point, though. Is if you're gonna try and make this appeal to ignorance, it's like, okay, sure, you didn't know who she was, so then why did you hire her?
Well, for her experience.
They didn't say that, did they?
Oh no, they haven't. No, we don't know anything. They haven't said anything about this. But what we do know is a hotfix came out at one point, and she suddenly started showing up in the credits.
That's worrying.
Yeah, started last week or the week before.
Yeah. So, what I infer from that, my personal opinion, is they knew she was a hot button topic, and they waited for the first month of sales to die down before slipping her into the credits.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's possible, but
that's my theory.
There are two possibilities. They hid it, or between the last big update and the update where she was added,
they hired her.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. So,
neither one is good.
Either way, that's terrible.
Neither one's good because they still decided, yes, gaming Sauron, we want you on the team for whatever reason.
Oh, by the way, did you guys know she married herself?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
what?
yeah, I heard about that too.
Anita posted a full video of how she hosted for her birthday a self-marriage at the age of 41 because seemingly couldn't find a guy. She didn't, for some reason, just couldn't find someone to live with her.
Wow, that is...
I can't possibly imagine why.
Can't possibly imagine why. But, yeah, so, I mean, is Slay the Spire good? I mean, I've seen a shitload of people fucking play it, so I can only assume it's fun.
People,
yeah, I mean, so
it doesn't mean anything.
Well, I would say, so, Slay the Spire, right, because I, obviously, before all this happened,
is it doing better than Marathon?
Well,
which game is which game? Pretty much every game is
doing
better.
Pretty much any game's doing better than Marathon.
Slay the Spire is doing better than Marathon, but the mixtape is not doing better than Marathon. But I've been up for 36 hours. Feel like a zombie night, guys.
The new barometer for the gaming industry, is it doing better?
The worst part about mixtape is that it was marked as an indie game. But it was published by the daughter of the 5th richest man alive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. That brings us to the other thing. So like I said, we don't really know what to say about Anita Sarkeesian and Slay the Spire, but besides, don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only.
If you bought the game, play the game, but don't buy their DLCs. Don't buy soundtracks. Don't buy the supporter edition. Don't buy any of their content until they come out with a response to this whole thing that is satisfactory to you.
I would say my guess is, rather than them thinking she's hot button and hiding it, like, the game is in early access. Like, given that the game's in early access, I would say it's probably more likely that she was brought on as
really bad timing.
Yeah, but as opposed to we deliberately hit it because we knew it's a hot button issue. Like, again,
yeah, obviously, I would prefer assuming, ignorance over malice, but at the same time, again, you're literally
well, no, I don't
think
necessarily ignorance, just a case of she wasn't on and now she is. Like,
right, but why would you hire her?
I don't think
that's what I'm saying. Ignorance. I'm saying ignorance because it's like, why would you hire her? Like, what?
Okay,
what went through your company's mind where you're like, oh, man, we've had a couple of flops recently with some of our fans. What we should do to repair our relationship with our fans, who are gamers and mostly men, is hire Anita Sarkeesian. That'll definitely not enrage anyone.
Right, the person who hires hates both men and gamers.
Yeah. So that's why I'm sitting here. I'm like, why did they do that?
Well, we'll know it's a problem if the reviews keep happening to enough degree that seems like, okay, well,
I mean,
you got 200 hours into the game, but because of all this, yeah, we'll refund you. Like, that's when they're well and truly fucked. It seems like, okay, we're just gonna start.
I mean, it's not doing too hot right now.
No, here's the thing. I doubt Steam will offer refunds for this because it's not like what happened with Helldivers, right? Where Helldivers suddenly had this magical requirement that you have to get PSN.
So I'm kind of not happy with Steam. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of we have detected off-topic review activity, so we are going to be excluding reviews from the review score. I'm not a huge fan of that because this is not off-topic.
That in place for a long time.
But I'm not happy with this being considered off-topic. We're literally talking about someone that the company hired for the game. How is that off-topic about the game? Like, it'd be one thing if it's like, oh, I don't like that they made this comment on Twitter that I didn't like that was political. I demand a refund on the game they produced. It's like, okay, that's completely off topic, obviously. Like, but this is about a person they hired to work on the game. How is that off topic?
Who hates me. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not even, again, if the company that made this game just hired her and that was it, like that's all they did. All they did was hire her. Again, it would be off topic. But if they hire her and then put her in the credits of people who have worked on this game, how is that off topic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find a specific thing from Steam, but as far as I can tell,
okay,
I'm trying to find a thing where it says what is and isn't, like, from what I can tell, it's supposed to be limited to game quality. So, regardless of whether the game is made by
Here's
Hitler,
the blog post. We're going to identify off-topic review bombs and remove them. Well, that's easy to say. It raises a bunch of questions. What does it mean for off-topic? A review bomb is where a large amount of players put in a large number of reviews in a short period of time, aiming to lower the review score of a game. An off-topic review bomb is one that focuses on those reviews on a topic that is considered unrelated to the likelihood that a future purchaser will be happy with the game being purchased. So, yes. Hey, the person that hates gamers is currently working on this game. You shouldn't buy it. oh wow, that's good information to know. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's why
that
I was
would
trying
directly
to find
impact
that.
my ability to enjoy the game.
Yeah,
right.
And like I said, that's why I was asking the question, because
yeah, no, I understand.
the
Yeah,
stuff
that's
I
I posted
found
it.
at
Yeah,
that point was limited. Not limited. I want to say it was like, is it about the game's quality?
right. No, I understand. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if that was the case, then regardless of whether or not we like or dislike Anita Sarkeesian, her simply being present would, now obviously, as we just found, that's not the case, right? It's, would someone be happy with it? Although I will say I'm not a huge fan of that, because that's a subjective fucking statement.
Well,
Like,
it's clearly a subjective fucking statement, because if you look at this other review bomb that occurred, this came from the Chinese. And what the Chinese were complaining about is that an early access game patched an exploit, and they were angry about that. And I'm sorry, but isn't that an off-topic review bomb then? Because going forward, people buying the game after that point wouldn't know what the game was before that point, and the game after that point is still a good game because they patched an exploit, so you wouldn't have gotten used to using the exploit if you purchased the game after the exploit was patched, meaning that your enjoyment of the game would be unaffected by what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you disclude all of their reviews?
That's just what I was about to say. I'm surprised the Chinese ones haven't been yet.
And they won't be.
No, of course not.
Yeah, they won't be. So it's just I just I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna pan out. I mean, either all of this is just gonna become gamer rage and it's gonna go nowhere, and Anita Sarkeesian is gonna get more funding to continue her lifestyle of ruining games. And maybe she doesn't ruin this game, and maybe now with the money that she gets from working on this game, however, she does ruin the next one. And people will continue to not stomp out evil because, well, the evil's not that bad right now. It's like, okay, still evil.
But it's not so evil right now, so it's fine, right?
It's unfortunately a lot of things. I'm a 90s kid. No, you're a 35-year-old man.
Oof. God damn. Why you gotta be so... just...
Really had to... Damn. Evil is evil, less will middling greater. Yeah, exactly. Evil is evil. It's like, again, it's like these people are misguided. Give them an off-ramp. These people made bad choices. Give them an off-ramp. This person fundamentally hates everything you enjoy and has made it their life goal to destroy it.
Yeah.
No, they don't get a fucking off-ramp. Somewhere around destroying everything you love and hates you, the off-ramp disappeared for them.
But she's a woman.
I know, I know, Sign, and it's crazy how much, but she's a woman carries weight. It's actually crazy. Speaking of which, mixtape.
Crazy. Oh, here we go.
Holy shit, that game is bad, and I almost can't even call it a game. Interactive movie. It's a 3-hour long interactive movie.
Quantic Dream
movie had more going for it.
That's true.
Quantic Dream's games are interactive movies.
Yeah, those are.
You know what?
I've seen
fair
the
enough.
clips. These aren't interactive movies. It's the same problem I have with Dispatch. There's no
they're
actual
just
fail
movies
state.
with pop-ups.
So...
Now, to be fair, Dispatch actually told a compelling story, and was good to play. It was a good game.
But you weren't playing
movie, whatever you want to call it.
But
I
you
haven't
weren't
seen
playing
the story for Mixtape. I did.
Sure.
I mostly enjoyed the story for Dispatch, but some parts I'm like, ugh.
Okay, so the reason why you haven't seen any clips of the story for Mixtape is because there's no fucking story in Mixtape. So the story of Mixtape is, hey, remember that time back when we were kids and we went to the 7-Eleven and emptied like 5 different flavors into the Big Gulp can?
Yeah, it's all fucking nostalgia based.
Hey, remember that time when we were kids and we would hop fences and get chased by our neighbors?
Run from the cops.
Hey, remember that time that my dad, who's the sheriff of the town, let us get away with all sorts of nonsense that literally anyone else would have been arrested for? And then after they're done nostalgia baiting about all those things they absolutely never fucking did because they're all friendless drama kid losers, they then proceed to have a midlife crisis and they start a forest fire.
Is that the context for the clip of if you trap me here, I'm just gonna burn more stuff?
Yes. The Asian girl's dad, who's a white guy,
okay.
Is the chief of police. And her dad wants her to do a sport that she's really good at so she can really set herself up for life and get into college for free on a scholarship.
Yep, makes sense.
And she doesn't want to do that because,
patriarchy?
Patriarchy, yeah, effectively, yeah.
On the one hand, college is a scam. On the other, in the 90s, it was less of a scam, so she would have actually done really well, but she could potentially done really well for herself, especially because you can transition in with a sports scholarship and be like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. What is there anything I can do so that I can put more time into this field I discovered I actually really like at the college?
Like, if you went for STEM, it was better. My cousin actually went to college to be a nurse, and she is making buku bucks now.
College is a scam outside of very specific fields. Like, if you're going medical, definitely go to college. If you're doing law, college, university. If you're doing certain engineering fields, that becomes a split between, do you want to do a journeyman's apprentice or a trade school, or is this something that's a little more complex, like, I don't know, nuclear engineering?
I've said this before. I don't think college should be able to offer classes that have the tag art in them.
No.
That should remain at an art school.
Well, frankly speaking, I don't think there should be art schools. I think distilling art down into a formula and then teaching that as some sort of standard is the problem.
Okay, Adolf.
Just wait till you hear about my final solution.
Cool. No more final solutions. You got too many of those. No, Sneaky's right. Like, distilling it into a formula is what destroys art over time. But at the same time,
what we need to do is we need to bring back apprenticeships.
Yeah, but that costs time.
Yeah, like, okay, this always confused me. Apparently, a lot of the professional art world didn't like Bob Ross.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the people who didn't like him were people who went to art school, while he apprenticed.
Yes.
That's why they didn't
trained
like him.
He trained under someone. And his landscape paintings, okay, fine. They're not high couture.
They're nice.
They look nice. There's something I would more than love to have hanging in my room somewhere.
Literally just elitism and
well, also for whatever reason,
Well, no, they're also really salty about him teaching people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also that. And there's something about the high society art world. They really just shit on landscape painting for some reason.
Oh, it's actually really simple. It's because high society art world is full of tax fraud.
Yes, also that.
Like, a whole lot of it.
Yeah, like a lot of tax fraud. And landscape painting is so generic in a good way that effectively it's hard to justify why your landscape painting. Oh, there's the jumping spider. Hey, little guy. It's hard to justify why it deserves to be $150 million for just, Joe's landscape painting, number 7,000. But if it's, if they can sell it as this avant-garde, unique, I got high on 19 different drugs and slapped my dick into paint can art, then they can say it's $150.
Maybe I just don't get art, but I like Joe's generic landscape over the banana duct tape to a wall.
Yeah, well,
but you're a pleb and fuck you.
Well, see, Max, you don't understand that kind of art because you don't have millions of dollars you need to tax fraud.
A reminder, by the way, that banana on a wall was treated like an NFT.
Yes.
And that someone bought it and then ate the banana so no one else could have it.
That was the funniest part. I'm going to be honest. If I had millions of dollars to waste, I would do exactly the same thing. I would buy art and just, make YouTube videos of me setting it on fire.
The
avant-garde art sign.
People money.
I think the worst
you
part.
are like the guy who buys a PS5 and lights it on fire.
Yeah, okay, but the difference is that Sneaky's definitely planning to make this a business, which means every single one of those purchases becomes a tax write-off.
I'm gonna be a Mr. Beast about
it. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. The problem is you're still also
that's
giving
fair,
them
but
money.
I hate you for creating yet more Mr. Beasts.
I mean, that's completely fair, but change the landscape if you want me to. Fuck you, Shadow.
I will change the landscape by killing Mr. Beast.
I mean, that's a possibility.
And then I'll wear his face and take his money. That's how this works, right?
A job. Okay, Buffalo Bill.
Kind of, a little bit, I guess.
Look, I've played a lot of video games, so if I can just kill him, obviously, either all of his money drops right there, or I get a note with his bank information, and I can just go take all that. That's how it works,
right? Yeah, that's how that works.
I don't think I've ever seen a bank note drop in a video game.
Yeah, tellers are gonna have a problem with that because you're definitely not the person on the ID.
Well, he did say he was gonna wear his face, so it'll be fine.
That's true.
Yeah, and now they've got some psycho wearing another person's skin standing in front of them as they're furiously hitting the panic button under the desk.
Oh, don't worry.
All 6 tellers will be doing this. All 6 tellers will be doing this, in fact.
But anyway, yeah, so Mixtape, indie darling game that definitely had...
Not so darling.
No astroturfing at all.
Not astroturfed, yes.
Yeah, completely not astroturfed. Definitely
not
sure. Nepo Baby selected and published. I'm gonna the reason why I think it's so peak Nepo Baby, because she's just the publisher. She didn't work on the game. However, this is an Australian game company, which, by the way, did you know they got tax dollars from the Victorian state government?
Not surprised.
To make this game?
Yeah,
wait,
really
the what?
Surprised. Oh yeah, the state of Victoria gave them tax dollars to make the game.
Yeah, the state of Victoria. Yeah.
Okay.
Australia took notes from America's organization of
yes.
land.
Except they have way less of it.
Yeah, the less less hospitable, but Australia's pretty
okay, I'm
fucking
sorry.
big.
Yes, there's a fair chunk of it that's there, and then there's a huge chunk of it that shouldn't ever.
But anyway, the Victorian state government has grants they give from taxpayer dollars for video game companies that are indie, and this company benefited from those grants, which is wild considering that the 5th richest person in the world was funding their game. That should be looked into. But the reason why I'm saying that despite this game being made by Australians in Australia, that it's the Nepo Baby game of the Nepo Baby, the character's Californian.
What happened this time?
And it's taking place in California.
Oh, I know. I know what game you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
it's
a little
immediately.
It's a little bit weird that an Australian indie company is making a game about a Californian reminiscing about being a 90s kid in California. Which is also hilarious because she portrays herself...
maybe a Californian moved to Upside Down Land.
Well, apparently they have enough money to... They have enough money to bribe everyone, too, given what the...
Yeah, then they send everyone fucking loot bags. That was almost...
With a CD player?
Wait.
That was...
Oh, did you not know about
this?
Yes. You didn't know about the loot bag? Oh, okay, you did, okay. Yeah, the loot bag. That was pretty crazy. I will say...
You know, at least the loot bag's probably better.
And I kind of do want that CD player, and I kind of do want that mixtape disc.
You can get the headset much easier. Dog.
I don't think you understand. I don't want to buy any of it.
Yeah, you want it for free.
I just want it.
Fair.
I would never spend money on any of that. There's no purpose for me to have a CD player. But if someone were to give me a CD player with a bang and burned disc inside it, I'd be like, alright, fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah, fair.
Random person walks up to you. You need to review my game favorably, even though you hate it.
Sneaky, that's how you get the mixtape, brother. Don't do that.
Yes. That is how that happens. Hey, look, I have never been subtle about taking bribes, okay? I will, however, stipulate that if you bribe me to review your game, I will start off the review with, I was bribed to review this game.
That would break your integrity as a New Jerseyan man, where you have to not tell people that you were bribed.
No, that's my integrity as a New Jerseyan man. I explicitly tell you I have been bribed.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Chicago.
Hey, hold on a minute, you. Hold on a minute.
What
you,
is
sir?
Wrong?
No.
Excuse you.
He's not wrong, but he ain't right.
We don't do bribes here. We just put the civil in civil offense.
And we put the offense in civil offense.
Mostly just offense at this point.
Genuinely, my favorite line to come out of the Dresden Files.
Which one?
We put the civil in civil offense.
Ah, okay, yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we should congratulate Nose on successfully accidentally baiting no less than 2 people last night in the chat.
Well,
I mean, what the fuck did I do?
I don't know.
Was this when I was like? Where was this? Was this in memes and shitposts?
It was in memes and shitposts.
Yeah.
You made a joke, put a /s at the end, and still baited 2 people into explaining why you're wrong about something you were joking about.
I felt like I was definitely joking. I was like,
oh no, you were. You definitely were. And then
we all recognized you were joking.
Yeah,
except for the 2 people who you baited. Somehow.
And then you decide, and then you definitely were like, oh, I could probably
Fried.
keep this going a little bit longer by making another comment about, oh, it's Tau then.
You did. Like, you did keep it going.
You did keep it going. That's true. Yeah.
I will probably check out the game when I actually have employment money, but they told me.
Killing Air doesn't like that he was baited without it being literal bait. That's crazy.
It was partial. It was a lot of bait. Look, I'm probably going to like the game.
I know, but it was bad bait because you put /s.
Like I put /s. How
you made it clear it was a joke.
And speaking of which, hold on. I actually have a picture for this. Let me get into my reaction folder here. I actually have a picture for this.
Leaf, I am sorry.
This is one of the few things that I have actually. Here we go. This is one of the few folders I actually have organized.
Oh goodness!
Oh, what? It's not even 4chan. That's like just basic internet lingo.
/s has been universal since like 2014.
/s is
everywhere.
Old. Yeah,
it's one of the It's one of the few things to have survived for more than a decade at this point on the internet.
Like, okay, so basically, /s came from 4chan, where you said Sag, and then that got transferred to Reddit, and you did /s on Reddit.
What?
Sag.
It's Sage.
Sage.
Sag.
Sage goes in all fields.
No. Okay, Orochimaru.
He's rage baiting. He's rage baiting.
It's Sageru, by the way.
Fine.
I know he's baiting again.
Of the seinen,
and it's
learned most of your knowledge from Sign. Why would you ever learn?
What do you mean you've learned things from Sign?
Good job, Sign. You've rage baited him into thinking everything's wrong again.
Well, hey, you know what, Sign? I'm gonna go make you a certificate of teaching because you definitely belong in the American school system.
Yes.
Or why did you do that? Why did you ellipses with commas?
Oh, I was pressing.
We purposely taught him to use Twitter wrong as a joke.
That was just the first one that popped up when I typed that.
Honestly, that was just a genuine mistype. I was not paying attention. I'm just like, I was just so stupid.
I've lost respect for both of you. Wait, how is that possible?
The fuck did I do?
You imply that there's still respect left for Sign. That's impressive.
So, all right, we need to rephrase it. He's lost respect for Killionaire, but he's gained more disrespect for Sign.
I suppose that's possible, yeah. First we hear autism to autism communication, and now we hear French to French communication.
Well, there's a difference between it.
Technically, it's fake French to fake French, but
I mean, that's basically the same thing.
I mean, here's the thing: it's autism to autism, and it's pervert to pervert.
May we?
Oh, that was aimed at Aura. Oh.
Oh, okay. You know what, Killionaire? That's exactly what Sign says all the time.
Except I'm not French.
Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, Mixtape's a giant fucking disaster. It's not even a good movie. It's like not even fun. There was literally like a 15-minute segment of the girl running.
Oh yeah.
Houses and jumping fences and
then there's the kissing segment. Mini
yeah, well, we don't talk about that, and that one's just weird.
Mini game? Well, I'm sorry. What were they inspired by the sex mini game in God of War?
No. So remember, Mouthwash, the game Mouthwash.
Yeah.
I'm eventually gonna get around to playing that, but
yes.
Yeah. So you remember how some of those mini games inside of Mouthwash were like really disturbing and.
Yeah, those were intentionally disturbing.
Yeah. So that kind of feel was carried over into Mixtape for the first time kissing mini game, because it's your first time kissing, so you don't know how to kiss. Which, I mean, my response to that was just skill issue, because I didn't have a problem you know, I was young. I don't know how you can.
I don't want.
I don't know how you
a
can
mini
incompetently
game
kiss
for.
someone. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't need a mini game for something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I really don't.
Yeah.
It's
We suppose
unnecessary.
San Andreas had it technically.
It's very millennial coded because the button you press to end the minigame. See, the other thing about the minigame is you actually can't win the minigame. The minigame just keeps going until you press the "Okay, that's enough" button. Because it's so painfully millennial coded. Asmongold perfectly summarized my opinion on Mixtape. I think we have to make being a millennial illegal.
You're a millennial.
I know. So is Asmongold. Doesn't make him wrong.
Unfortunately.
Because it is painful. I watched so many clips of this, I basically saw the whole fucking game. I even watched Asmon play a decent chunk of it. And I say play in the loosest term. It's so bad. It's genuinely awful. And I think the most offensive part of the whole thing is that it's blatantly a self-insert of the daughter of the 5th richest guy in the world. And she is LARPing as a middle-class income girl back in the day. And it's like, bitch, your dad owns Oracle. They've been fucking rich forever. Get the fuck out of here with, oh, where's middle class back in the day, LARP? Get the fuck out of here. You saw Stranger Things and decided to make that your childhood. In a fucking fantasy land.
If you're gonna do that particular LARP, you really need to be going back and watching sitcoms like, I don't know, Saved by the Bell, Full House, Family Matters. Then you pick up some of the cartoons at the time as well.
Or like alternatively,
Ed, Ed, Eddie, maybe pick up some Cow and Chicken for some of the stranger.
You could have had some of your friends. You could have had Friends instead.
Can't forget Courage the Cowardly Dog for the weird stuff.
Yeah. That stuff definitely happened. That's we all did Courage the Cowardly Dog stuff.
Courage was great.
None of that ever happened.
Maybe get some K&D in there.
K&D. I'm gonna be honest. K&D was, at least for me, 100% half of the daydreams of my generation. My grade, at least.
Yeah.
What's K&D?
Kids Next Door.
Codename Kid Next Door. Yeah.
Yeah. They had a great advertisement campaign for that too. Because they did this mash of like live action and animated that was just the right amount of inspired by a child's daydream.
Yeah.
That it was good.
Also, I gotta say,
it was a fever dream of a show. Absolutely, it was a fever dream of a show.
The more you grow up, the more disturbingly relatable Father gets.
True, that's fair. But I mean, just honestly, in general, the more I grow up and look back at K&D, the more I'm like, yeah, damn, that really kind of was how we kind of viewed our childhood. The adults were saying nonsense, everything's an adventure.
There's one adult who kind of gets it, but is also insane.
Yeah. And I remember the Death Star where it was middle school versus elementary school or something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, back in the day when being an elementary schooler meant you had to, square up against the middle schoolers in these really ridiculous fucking
Oh yeah,
events.
Kids who get too old become
cannon.
brainwashed, and they start serving the bad guys, which is just them growing up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that one was just numero uno, the fucking with people. Or Nigel, I guess.
Nigel. No, that was straight up a plot point in the story.
Yeah. Which, of course, the plot point
They're
was they get brainwashed and they become teenagers, which are terrible. Which, of course, what it really was growing the fuck up.
Well, I mean, honestly, they had a lot of great metaphors in there where they when they became a teenager, the kids next door had to secure the safety of the kids' empire by removing all of the memories of being a kid agent from the teenager. And that caused the teenager to be really arrogant and snotty and look down on the kids.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really I don't want to say the word poetic, but peak, I guess is the best way to describe it now, as the kids would say.
The kids created their own problems there.
Yeah, effectively, and it was kind of representative of how your view kind of did change when you became a teenager versus when you were a kid. You know, your priorities shifted. The daydreams when you were a kid are kind of viewed in a kind of condescending way now. And you look at the kids having their own little daydreams more often than not. And again, and then they showed this in the show. Not all teenagers were condescending towards the kids, but most were. And that's kind of cool. And I think the show is actually really... And shockingly, the show managed to never out-escalate itself. Somehow.
Yeah.
I think that was an era of cartoon that was actually really good. Ed, Edd n Eddy was the same way. It was a slice of life show that did escalate, but at the same time, it never out-escalated its ability to be a slice of life show.
I'll say that generation probably ruined my sense of humor because then I also started watching shit like Bo Bo at the same time.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell. I don't know what gave that away. It's just...
All right, cunt.
So hard to tell. I mean, you brought that one on yourself.
I know I brought it myself. It's been my Steam name for fucking 20 years almost.
I know.
Truly, the greatest wrong that was ever done to me was the invention of Zatch Bell.
You sure it wasn't supernatural?
That's where it came from?
Huh? No, I just got a bunch of unoriginal dumbasses making jokes about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. And you sure that wasn't supernatural that was the greatest wound to you? It was Zatch Bell instead?
See, when the people started making supernatural jokes, I had the ability to punch them out.
That's fair. And honestly, I will say, this comic strip is unfunny, but also at the same time, perfectly encapsulates Bobobo humor.
I was going to say, someone made a dub of it that's a little bit funnier.
Why? Oh, they're an SFM person. Of course, they have nothing better to do with their time.
Yeah, of course. That's how SFM works.
Yeah.
It's absolutely how that works, yeah. Alright, let's see anything else here. Oh, yeah, my manager crashed out again. You'll never guess on who.
You.
Let me guess, you?
No, the same two people he's been fucking crashing out about for the past forever. We had 3 rollovers today where the two of them sat there the entire 6 minutes the call was ringing, all 3 times, not doing anything that required them to not be on the phone, not calling out anything, not saying anything. They just didn't pick up. All 3 calls for all 6 minutes each of them ran. And my manager was like, guys, what the fuck?
They didn't want to do work.
Well, yeah,
obviously.
No shit. But, when that's kind of publicly visible. You're real fucking stupid if you do it when it's publicly visible.
Well, nobody accused them of being smart.
Oh, definitely no one will ever accuse them of being smart. But, yeah, they did it where it was publicly visible that they weren't doing their jobs. And so my manager crashed out on them. And, then, just to be more impressive, one of them got a task today at 2 o'clock asking about a firewall setup. Not getting a firewall setup. Not needing the firewall setup. Asking about how the firewall was set up. And to answer the question that was being asked, all he had to do was log into the firewall, go to the firewall policies, and see what policies were in place. That's all he had to do. And then he just had to tell him that information. And for 2 fucking hours, he couldn't even manage that. So I had to do it for him. Because he left for the day.
So he left without doing his fucking job?
Yeah, he leaves at 4.
That sounds like he was waiting for 4 to roll around and didn't want to pick up the call because he knew it was close to quitting time.
No. The calls he didn't pick up were at 9 a.m.
Oh. He just didn't want to work today. Gotcha.
Today. Yeah. Today. Yeah. Yeah. Today.
Today he didn't want to work, yes.
No, my point is that it's not today.
It's not just today.
This month. This year.
Bro is quitting.
Well, I wish they would quiet fire him, because, I mean, it is just absolutely stunning to watch him and another employee just waste everyone's time in the group chat asking for help. Like, they'll be like, I can't get this thing to work. Okay, what have you done? Nothing.
You didn't do basic troubleshooting? Okay. Well, then
have you pinged the firewall yet? No, I'm not pinging the firewall. Why would I do that? Because I just told you to do it. I don't think the firewall's the problem. Ping the firewall. I don't think I'm gonna go ping this other computer. Why are you pinging the other computer? I think it's a connection with the computer. Have you checked the firewall yet? No, I don't think it's the problem.
Bro, you can do both.
Just got an ad for a Huntrix Happy Meal.
Huh?
What the fuck is a Huntrix?
Oh, you mean that Korean K-pop Hunters thing.
Hunter X, often stylized as Huntrix, are the main fictional protagonists of 2025 K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, God.
You good?
I don't think he's good. I think bro's about to crash out.
Sorry, no, my brain has just completely given up on humanity. But no, more specifically, yes. More specifically, my brain was like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if you wrote a Ruby shitpost and it was called Ruby/S?
No.
God damn it, Snakey.
But yeah. I will say I've run out of fanfics to read on QQ way faster than I did on FFN. Like, there's not a lot of good stories on QQ. Or, I mean, okay, revised. There's not a lot of good completed stories on QQ. And there's not a lot of good stories that are still being updated on QQ. I'm sure there's plenty of dead good stories, but I don't read those. For the specific purpose of them being dead, and I actually kind of want an update to stories that are good, and I don't want to just waste hours of my life reading something and then being like, alright, well, I guess I'll just have to be satisfied with this never getting a resolution.
That's how it works.
Yeah, no, I'm good. You know, look, enough of the stories that I'm reading already are dying constantly. I don't need to go out of my way to find more.
I hate you. That's so true.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's really unfortunate. QQ has got a problem.
A problem?
Yes. It's time we ask the horny question.
What do we do about all the horny people?
Yes, I think we should concentrate them into a singular location.
Yeah.
Some kind of a fun place where they can do group activities, like a...
Okay, no, I was gonna continue the joke, but nope, stop it. Stop that. Stop that.
Stop that.
Why do people complain when we talk about the camps?
Sign? No.
It's just summer camp.
Sign? Joke's done.
But yes, I'm not. There is way too many stories where someone's pee-pee got hard.
That is the story, yes. And then my pee-pee got hard.
Yeah, and I don't mean there's too many stories where they're all focused about sex and it's like 120k words about sex. I don't give a shit about those stories. I'm talking about the front page being just 3.6k words, single chapter, maybe it's like 2 chapters posted of here's my fetish, my PP got hard, and then I ran out of ideas and I'm never updating this again. Because I gooned and then I hit post nut clarity and I don't know how to
and realize,
keep writing
oops,
this.
I put this on the internet for everyone to see.
Yeah, and then you don't even have the decency to delete it. So then whenever I search something like DXD, I have to comb through tens of thousands of pages of I was gooning and wrote this.
Skill issue.
There's a joke I want to make, but it's no. Anyway.
But Yeah, I'm just kind of really getting tired of the front page, and the second page, and the third page, and the fourth page, and the fifth page, just being, here's my fetish, I'm gonna write 1 or 2 chapters for it, and then I finish gooning. And then I never updated it again. And so I've just wasted hours of your time combing through pages of recently updated stories or posted on stories. But actually none of them are readable because they're all just
Gooner slop.
Gooner slop. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's the way everything's heading. That are the complete opposite, which is Puritan slop, I guess you could call it.
Well, no, because I would sort them into 2 categories. Anti-Gooner slop, because anti-Gooner is just as annoying as Gooner slop.
Yes.
And what I mean by anti-Gooner is the entire story's premise is I hate this fetish, and I'm going to spend the entire story talking about how much I hate this fetish.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Give it 20 years and I can have unlimited generated fanfic. See, here's the thing though. I don't give a shit about, like, I don't read fanfic for the slop, the AI generated stuff. I read fanfic because I like to read other people's interpretations of a singular work that we both know, in theory. I mean, plenty of people these days write stories about stuff they've never fucking even read, but, you know, what can you do?
Do it better yourself.
Yeah. But that won't change anything. Also, I can't read it.
Sure you can. You just, walk away from it for a few years, then come back to it and read it later. It works great.
Speaking from experience?
Yes.
Of all those stories that you've wrote and then came back later to read?
Yes.
Yeah.
All those poor stories.
How's your progress on red light cultivation?
Fuck you!
You come on, you knew I was going there. Come on, you set yourself up for that.
Outstanding.
Eat shit.
Walk right into the rake.
Yeah. Another day at the sign rake factory. How does it help present Sneaky? Yeah. Well, see, that's the other thing, right? Is that, like, I can't go and read Undying Scarab. Just the same reason why I can't go back and get the same feelings out of reading Aragon again. I might enjoy reading Aragon again, but, like, even when I was a kid and I only had, like, 6 books to read, and I just reread them all constantly. I got to a point with Aragon where I was like, oh, I'm about to enter the 3 chapters I don't like, so I'm just gonna skip them because I already know what happens. And I can't go back and reread even completed fanfics. I can't go back and reread them because I'll get to chapter 3 and I'll be like, oh yeah, and this is how the rest of the story goes, and all right, well, moving on now. So I don't know how people manage it, but for me, I just pretty much like, Gray can actually attest to this. Shit we wrote years ago. Gray will be like, what did we say here? I'll be like, oh, we probably said, X, Y, Z, and then Gray will spend like 20 minutes looking it up and be like, oh yeah, that is what we wrote. And here I fucking am, just like half drunk, playing a video game.
Outstanding.
It's like, oh yeah, you mentioned this one thing one time over here, and we probably put it in this area. It's like, oh yeah, you're right. 80% of the time he's correct, 20% he's not, but that's not because he can't recall it. Yeah, pretty much. It's usually because we ended up changing something later on, and I forgot that we changed it. But, yeah, no, it's... I can't go back and read stuff. I can't go back and read what I've written. It just doesn't... It's not a story for me.
Doesn't do it for you?
Yeah. It's just not a story for me, so I can't do it. But, there's just so much fucking slop out there. It's insane, and I don't want to read an AI generated story. It's why I don't like reading them. It's not because I don't have any like it's AI. I just don't care about what an AI thinks, because an AI right now at this moment in this period of time, it's just a fucking Lego set builder. It's just taking bits and pieces from other stories that it was fed, filtering them through the name renamer, and then posting it. And half the time it's fucking nonsense, because that's not how Legos usually work. You know, yeah, sure, you can build a wall of Legos out of a giant, mash of Lego parts, but it's going to look like dog shit unless you specifically pick out color coordination for each Lego brick, which the AI at this moment can't fucking do. And sure, the human conductor can kind of nudge it along in the right directions, but not always. And, fucking I've talked to Cruel about this before, and he's like, yeah, sometimes the AI won't give up on a certain idea. Like, no matter how I phrase the generation prompt, it is stuck on inserting X, Y, or Z thing into the next generation. Even if I say don't put it in there, it'll still somehow put it in there. And so it's just a case of it's not fucking interesting.
Sneaky, it has a fantastic OC, and you just have
if
to
in
let
20
it
years
work.
we have Cortana, would your opinion change? If Cortana was writing fanfics, I don't know. See, that's
okay. I'm not sure I want to read those.
No. Okay. Well, first of all, there'll be a lot of spending time in a room with an armored guy while not talking about your feelings. But here's the thing. If in 20 years we have Cortana, that will be an actually written fiction.
Yeah, that's true
right?
as well, yeah.
That will be something that has been written by and I'm being really specific here, sentient being, right? A sentient, sapient being. The AI that we have right now is not that. It's not even close to that. It's billions and billions of miles away from that.
I mean, even then, it's like, even if we had a sentient AI, I think I still wouldn't be overly interested. Like, I maybe have like a low to middling interest at best from a sentient AI's writing. But the problem is that artificial intelligence is built off of code. And code is ones and zeros. It is not wibbly wobbly. It doesn't change depending on the water pressure inside the brain case. It doesn't get affected by the moon. It doesn't, get reinterpreted because this one time I had a really lot of fun, so it's going to completely change my worldview and how I filter everything. There's no... It's very black and white. There's no gray area in code. And even if you try to program gray area into code, it's still... Well. It's not shades of gray. It is the color gray. There's a, delineated color of gray in the code now. And it doesn't vary from that. Like, trying to code vagary doesn't work. That's how 90% of bugs occur in code.
Yeah. I want to be clear. That's why I specified something like Cortana, right? Because Cortana...
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Even Cortana it's not... Even Cortana has a very structured way and a very predictable way of thinking. Yes, specifically Cortana, an AI on the level of Cortana specifically, not just another smart AI, because there's plenty of AIs that were considered smart AIs with their own personalities that were all just flavors of machine code.
Yeah, I would say there were some that were and some that weren't. I think a lot of that had more to do with the experiences they had. But anyway, the point is,
but again,
something like that is capable of learning and growth and could come up with something original. Well, I say could come up with something original. Let's be clear. It's not
obviously
actually original because nothing's original anymore. But the point being, they could try and come up with a twist or tell it, or maybe they just have good ability, a good ability
right,
to
and
write
that's
prose,
what I'm saying.
whatever.
Like, I wouldn't be completely disinterested, but at the same time, it's sort of like smart AIs making a story would kind of be like going into a room with 10 autistic people who all have the exact same fixation and all have the exact same opinion on that fixation. And yeah, their opinion might vary by small shades, but once you talk to one of the 10 autistic people in the room about that fixation, you kind of generally get the understanding of what the other 9 are going to say. And so it's not really new or different when you hear the other 9 and they all say generally the same thing that the first guy said.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, this was a new take on the Odyssey. Or, an Odyssey-inspired style story. But, I kind of saw the entire thing coming because I knew you were an AI, and I know how AI generally think and where they're generally going to go with an idea once they have the first idea. It's like I kind of know where the dominoes are falling on this one. And now, sure, there's plenty of stories out there where you can tell that as well. Like I said, with people, you could have a story going one way for a while, and then the author's mom dies. And they get into a dark place, and the story takes a dark turn because it's reflecting how they're thinking and how they're viewing the world right now. And you couldn't anticipate that. Yeah. But unless, like, the sentient AI is purposely slowing itself down so it can, like, compile a month's worth of events to see how it might change its, reevaluate the next chapter and then post the next chapter, I don't see myself being, like, super invested in anything an AI has to say about art.
Yeah, and that's fair.
I hate that my name is associated with this. Yeah, Gray. Yeah. But it is... I mean, I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in 5 years. If anyone told you that AI was going to be as good as it is in 2026, back when you saw it in 2020, you would have been fucking laughed at. I mean, Aspen said
Rightfully so.
I said it. But at the same time, we didn't know how it was going to be. We just knew it was going to be better than what it was in 2020. But no, I fully believe in as long as we are on silicone chips, we're not going to make any amazing leaps when it comes to AI. We'll get better LLMs, don't get me wrong. That Lego building kit's going to be fucking spiffy as hell in the next couple of years, but...
Yeah.
It's going to be a Lego building kit. And it's not going to gain sentience. It's going to wake up. Not gonna ask questions.
Well, that requires biology.
We don't know that. You know.
Yeah, I would say we don't know that,
or
but we
something
do
that
know
mimics.
but what we do know is that this sure isn't it, Cotton.
Yeah.
True.
We don't know any of that until it happens. That's kind of how life works. You know, I'm sure that if someone was able to observe Earth back in the early days, they would look at all of these weird amino acids floating around and go, well, there's no way that could produce life.
Hmm.
And then it did.
A few million years later.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, either way. Let's see, was there anything else to crash out about? What did I send to Max? I sent Max a whole gauntlet of things that were funny today.
I don't know about
people
funny.
getting arrested for treason. They're not being killed, by the way. All the people arrested for treason are not being killed because they're women. India's having a fun time not having power.
Lost power?
Well, they're having a really hard time sourcing fuel for their power grid.
Oh.
Turns out they bought a lot of it from this place.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been buying it from.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they were kind of lying about how much fuel reserves they actually had.
Sar, do not redeem the fuel.
Yeah, so, investors are kind of leaving India in a really damaging amount.
Oh no. How terrible. We won't have Indian influence on things. How will we survive without the diversity India brings to the
she
table?
already got hit with the Alt F4 during Dying Light the Beast.
Did it work?
What happened?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, it worked. She quit the game. She was asking, how do I chat in this game? Because Dying Light the Beast
Alt
is...
F4.
Yeah, someone told her Alt F4. Someone hit her with F4 at first, which kind of prepped her. She was like, I'm hitting F4, it's not working. And they're like, oh no, you gotta do Alt F4. And she's like, oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's happened to quite a few of them.
It's happened to all of them because they're all retarded. The only person I think it's never happened to was Ame.
We sure this isn't just a case of
wait.
I made a funny.
No, they genuinely get baited half the time.
Actually, Gura too. I think it's never actually happened to Gura or Ame.
What about
I
Bibu?
would imagine it wouldn't happen to Ame. Ame knows all about it.
Isn't Bibu generally like the most shit?
Oh no, Bibu got fooled by it. No, you don't understand. Bibu's a shit poster, but she's a zoomer. She doesn't know the old lore. Yeah.
Oh.
She is a young zoomer. She does not know any lore.
If she was truly a knower of the old lore, she would like Zero better than she likes Virgil.
True. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's some racism stuff. That was funny. To be clear, it was Indian on Chinese racism, not anything else. What was funny about the Indian on Chinese racism was specifically that they filed the Chinese guy as white so they could discriminate against him as per the local laws.
Yes, that one.
Per the laws of the university, there was nothing against discriminating. You could discriminate against white people per the university laws.
Because it's impossible to discriminate against white people, don't you know?
because that's what they instated. And so they filed the professor under white so they could discriminate against him.
Except he's fucking Asian.
He's white. It's okay.
Oh God. Yeah, that's another hood classic going on here. Is the Democrats in Virginia are kind of freaking out. And regardless of your political opinion on what's going on in Virginia, you can at least admit that it's pretty fucking funny that so far every single court document that the Democrats have submitted for this whole situation, they've done with numerous typos. Like, they couldn't
go to the
spell
Center?
Yeah, they went to the... They definitely leered. Because they misspelled Virginia, they misspelled Supreme, they misspelled they sent it to the wrong court. You know, they did a whole host of things that was just like, damn.
I was gonna say, I genuinely do not care which side it is. Whenever someone has incorrect court filings, it is the funniest fucking thing.
It's just like, damn, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is a court filing.
Fuck up that badly?
What are you smoking?
You would think of all things to double check before you submit it. It would be a fucking Supreme Court filing.
But no.
Misspelled your own state's name.
Virginia? Was it Virginia?
No, it was like Virginia.
Oh, Virginia.
Not sure if that's better.
Let's see. Is there anything else going on here? Oh, yes, Tweaker with a sword. Yep, that happened. Yep. Oh, yeah, some dude deleted his account on X.
Okay.
Because, he admitted to consensually getting porn of 14-year-olds.
Oh, that guy.
And he wasn't a pedophile.
Yeah, the pedophile. And then proceeded to name all the people he got the porn from. With adding them.
Oh, damn.
Wow, that seems...
Yes.
Targeted.
And his excuse was, because they consensually gave me the porn, I'm not a pedophile.
That's not. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Because it's only pedophilia if you rape them.
It's only pedophilia if it's non-consensual, yes.
Yes.
But wait,
but
what about...
You have to understand, at least he wasn't racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually make a post saying that?
Oh, yeah, no, that was his final tweet. The final tweet before he deleted his account was, I'm sorry for what I did, but at least I never made racist, homophobic, or transphobic remarks.
Oh.
Really?
That was his final post. I may have child porn on my computer, but at least I'm not racist.
That's not the win you think it is.
It's a hell of a statement.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm not sure where you think you're winning, son, but
yeah. Oh, yeah, the first openly gay chairman of DC's police union arrested for pedophilia.
You're surprised?
Oh, I mean, I'm more surprised how it keeps happening.
Every time?
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward.
It's a bit strange that it's happened so many times.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the C drive. I zipped my C drive, and now I can't start my computer.
Oh, I shared that with with my fellow IT friends.
Yeah,
at the Hangout on Saturday when you said that.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, why'd you show us this?
Cursed.
Oh, I had to explain. So this actually brings up. I had to explain today to someone because they are government, right? And so they have certain regulations they need to follow when it comes to certain content being sent to other people. And part of this content regulation is all files they send have to be encrypted. And the easiest way to go about doing this is to just zip it with 256 AES, right?
Well,
as one does.
File Explorer can't open 256 AES. You have to use an extraction program or a zipping program.
Yeah, WinRAR.
WinRAR, 7-zip, WinZip Pro. But by the way, today I met someone who actually bought WinZip Pro. And they were like, yeah, before we joined your company, I had this version that I never had to pay for. And after we joined your company, I had to pay for the version. And I was like, yeah, that's because we deploy software that deletes cracked software. So if your previous program disappeared, it was stolen.
Oh.
So
don't do that.
They're like, oh,
awkward.
That would explain that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm sure that would. I don't know if you understood.
Sir, are you aware that you're using illegal programs?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea. The program is called illegalfile.exe, sir.
No, I will say, I did have one of the companies that I service. They were not aware that their software was all illegally acquired. Because their previous IT guy, the one that got arrested for pedophilia,
this guy
obviously pirated all of the company's software and just didn't explain to anyone at any point in time that normally they would have to pay for this. And so when that guy got arrested and they wanted to set up new users, they were like, what do you mean we have to pay for a new license? We've never had to do that before. And then we had to explain to them that they've been stealing software for years.
Sir, are you aware that you've been doing crime? Quite a lot of it.
Oh. I didn't know you had to pay for these. And we were like, yeah. You gotta pay for them. That's the other thing, is that one of our other clients was doing some shady shit as well with some licensing. Really taking abuse of the multiple device activation limit that Microsoft has for their software. And really, really abusing that one really hard. And then the guy doing all the abuse got retired. Forcefully retired. And then all their software broke. Because we stopped paying for it. And then the new CEO was like, what do you mean we have to pay for this? What do you mean it's $1,000 a month? And we were just like, well, either you can learn to use OpenOffice or you can start paying for Office. Either way, we're not going to continue perpetuating the illegal shit your company was doing.
Y'all don't use LibreOffice?
No one uses LibreOffice, dude.
I use LibreOffice.
Yes, but you don't run a company sign.
Fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Look, I am all for LibreOffice.
Headache I would have trying to teach my parents how to use LibreOffice over just making sure Microsoft Office works.
I mean, it's fine. It works fine.
Yes, it works fine. But the problem
it works fine. The problem is
you don't understand the near inconvenience of having an icon move to a new spot on the same ribbon.
Yeah, that's enough to...
is earth-shattering to these people.
I'm aware.
But yeah, so yeah, that was a fun time of explaining to him that they've been stealing software for years and they have to actually start paying for it now.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. Yeah. But that brings me back to the encryption. I had to explain to this user that they were doing nothing wrong and they are sending the files the correct way as per government guidelines, and that if the person they are sending them to wants to open them, they have to open them the correct way, which is with extraction software, because File Explorer explicitly does not natively support 256 AES. On purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose.
Why?
Because Microsoft wants you to use a more robust encryption system if you are going to be using 256.
It used to, but I think they removed it after Windows 8, didn't they? Windows 7?
Possibly. I wouldn't know. All I know is that the current statement from Microsoft is that File Explorer intentionally does not support 256, and that if you want to open something with 256, you need to use a standalone program that is, its purpose is to open zipped files.
256, yeah.
Which includes 256, yes. So I had to explain that to her, and she was like, but what if they don't want to download that software? And I was like, well, then they can just not open that file.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to have to explain that to them. I'm like, well, good luck on that, but you're not doing anything wrong. And she also was like, oh, but previously when I used the trial version of WinZip Pro, they didn't have any issues opening the files.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, that's probably because it was not encrypting it in 256. Which means you were technically breaching government standards of encryption this whole time. Until now. Where you bought the software. So I would probably not go around complaining about that.
yeah, not advertise that, that's for sure.
Probably not advertise that is in your best interest. But yeah, so that was that was basically my day. Is a lot of stupid people doing a lot of stupid things. And speaking of stupid people doing stupid things, let's finish out the day with Naruto.
Oh boy.
Yes.
You say it reminds me of a story of
just
like. Huh?
Look who's at the top.
Holy shit!
Neon Zangetsu. Apparently, fanfiction.net's having errors again concerning chapter posting. So Neon Zangetsu decided to make a story. Neon Zangetsu decided to make a story called Errors, Chapters Not Appearing, Solution Found. Can anyone see this? I will remove this shortly. Just as before, new chapters are not displaying properly. Once again, on the fanfiction app. But it's affecting the site as well, and we have a solution details within. Alright, let's see if this magical solution is Neon Zangetsu. Close the app, go to the story, and bring you to the proper chapter. Your solution is to turn it off and then on again, and
turn
that
off
would
and
clear
back on again.
that clears the cache. Wow.
Yeah, that's...
My solution to the problem is clear the cache. Wow, amazing. No shit. We did have a moment of that today where we were trying to figure out this printer not working. And I was like, is the printer on? It's a really long pause on the call. And the person I'm talking to.
The printer was off.
No, we're getting there. The person I'm talking to is like, I I'm gonna go check to see if the printer's on. And printer's on. I'm like, okay. Is the Ethernet cable plugged in? And the guy pauses and goes, well, it should be. There's no reason for anyone to have removed it.
Dangerous words the IT man can hear.
Well, it should be. Oh, but is it?
And so he goes over, and he comes back. He's like, yeah, the Ethernet cable was unplugged. I plugged it back in, and the printer's working now. I'm like, I'm so glad we used 45 minutes of our lives trying to debug this, only for that to be the solution. He's like, yeah, I'm real sorry about that.
I'm like, no, decency to admit it.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
it didn't mysteriously start working after he was told about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it just started working again.
He's like, yeah, no, this is a fuck up.
I'm gonna complain about that here as well. So my fucking chair, the piston is losing power. The hydraulic piston is losing power. And I have a replacement piston sitting right fucking here. And I go online, I'm like, how do I remove this fucking piston? And I'm searching, and I'm searching, and I'm searching, and I can't find anything about how to remove this fucking piston, because it's stuck. It is stuck in there. I mean, obviously, I'm putting WD-40 into the crack, right? Duh, no shit. But it's not fucking moving. And so eventually, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna look up a video. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, right? I'm like, okay. Use a pipe wrench. I'm like, okay, I don't have a pipe wrench. I just had a vice
grip.
Vice grip, yeah. And the vice grip was just not able to grip it enough for whatever reason. And so I text my dad. I get the pipe wrench from my dad because of course my dad has a pipe wrench. Put the pipe wrench on there. Fucking hose down the entire area with WD-40. Doesn't work. I let it sit. Doesn't work. I put more on. Doesn't work. So I just take out my fucking hammer and I just start bashing on the fucking pipe wrench.
As one does, yes.
Make it turn a little bit. And you know what the pipe wrench does? It falls off.
How did you break how is the pipe wrench broken?
Don't worry about it.
And I look at the piston, and the pipe wrench sheared through the fucking piston. God.
Yep.
And I'm just like, oh my fucking god. I cannot get this thing off. And so then I just took the pipe wrench and I beat the shit out of the piston for a while to vent my anger before I broke something else.
Oh yes, the other usage of a pipe wrench, a hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so my current solution is I took 3 paper towel rolls and I jammed them in there and I wrapped them in duct tape, and so far it's been working pretty well. Because if the piston... Because I don't need my chair to go down ever. I just need it to stay up. So I figure wrapping it in paper towel rolls and duct tape will give it just enough structural integrity to not lose hydraulic pressure.
That is the most MacGyvered bullshit. And
no, you want to hear MacGyvered bullshit? What I did in college, because I didn't feel like buying a new chair because I was fucking poor.
Yeah, as
was I went down to the Ace Hardware store, got a 4-inch segment. I bought a foot of pipe, and then I got them to cut it down, and then I got them to cut it in half. And they looked at me when I said, "Okay, I need you to cut it in half," and so they cut it in half horizontally, and I'm like, "No, I need you to cut it in half vertically." And the guy's just looking at me. He's like, "Why did you buy a pipe?" I'm like, "Well, I need something strong enough to wrap around a hydraulic piston." I bought some duct ties as well, so I can put it around the pipe after I put it on there. And the guy just kind of looks at me for a long time. He's like, "Why don't you just replace it?" I'm like, "That is... I've already spent half of the cost of the chair with this MacGyver solution."
You're in too deep.
I'm in too deep now, and the guy's like, "All right, that's fair." And so he went back and cut it vertically for me, and I put that bitch around my chair piston and zip tied it with the duct ties.
I suppose that works.
It worked great. That chair lasted me a whole 4 fucking years. Which is impressive, considering my history with chairs.
Yeah. The history that you can hear right here on this channel in the clips, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, that is true. The death of every single chair is actually in my clips.
Yes, it is.
Every single chair that has ever died on me in my entire life has died on this fucking stream, and it has been clipped. That says something. I don't know what it says, but it says something.
She just got shitty luck.
I guess.
Or
1,000
great luck.
hands. A OC Senju self-insert, of course, obviously. Hiroshima Senju didn't have 2 grandchildren. He had 3 grandchildren. Of course, the brother of Tsunade, obviously. Obviously. Let's see, the last Ember. After the Uchiha massacre, a young girl Uchiha is left alone in the village that fears her. Join her on her journey of loss, survival, and fragile friendship that she has sex with Naruto over.
Fuck off
Of
with
course.
your hurt comfort shit. It's female Sasuke, isn't it?
Angst romance. Damn, it's an... The only word this author has in their entire profile is male.
Okay, fair.
You know what, author? I understand. I understand why you felt the need to let everyone know that you are in fact a guy. If the stories you write are self-insert female,
yeah,
male
he
protagonist.
might have gotten approached a few times about that.
Yeah. Oh, you're writing some angst and romance and romance and romance and romance. I can't imagine why people might assume you're a woman.
It's a
Fucking
mystery.
Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles type of fucking title.
Yeah. Kakashi and his daughter. He found her injured in the basement of a rogue ninja cell. Now he has adopted her as his own daughter, and she might be injured and
Press
still very
X
frightened.
now.
I'm sorry, you want to convince me that Kakashi took responsibility for anything in his entire life?
Yes.
Doubt.
And the content warning, child abuse, hurt comfort family. Their author bio reads, I am a biology professor who likes Naruto, and I love Kakashi. being that they just made their account in March 2nd, I am going to heavy doubt that this is their original account, and as thus, I have no confirmation that they are old enough to be a biology professor. But if they are a biology professor, that is incredibly depressing, since they have no ability to have grammar. They don't even know what a fucking period is. Like, look, I understand the standards for biology is really low in this current day and age.
Yeah.
But periods? To be clear, I'm talking about the grammatical period.
Yes, not. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. Like, holy shit, like, their favorite author's gotta be fucking Fairy Tale Dragon Slayer at this point. Because these stories are dog-ass terrible. Kakashi and Girl. Cursed Relic. Find Cursed Relic. The Girl in Rain. He found her in rain. I can fix him. She tries to fix him. Chakra and Cursed Energy. Chakra and Cursed Energy collide. The Foreign Prince. A foreign prince from a foreign country arrives. After the war, after opening the gates, Guy has to deal with the aftermath. The Girl in the White Room. She's found in the White Room and doesn't talk. Shit. Max, you probably remember. What was that story? Was that an OC, or was that Hinata, or was that a Naruto story? In where Naruto was experimented on by Orochimaru, and the story ends with them suicide bombing?
Fucking, excuse you?
The big bad of the story?
Not ringing any bells.
It was this fucking story of, like, the entire story's premise was that it was either Hinata or Naruto who was experimented on as a kid by Orochimaru and then found in the laboratory when he was chased out of Konoha, and they were mute because of it. And then the story ended with them wearing a fucking really heavy overcoat, and them hugging the big bad as they set off an overcoat's worth of explosive tags, because they had this huge complex about them being useless.
That sounds like Psy.
No, it was. I'm not gonna say it was before Psy was even a character. But it was like 2010. Which was after Psy as a character, but like this was back in the day when everyone was still writing pre-Shippuden Naruto stories.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not ringing any bells for me.
Yeah, it's kind of a, do you have any idea how to narrows it down?
Really? You have a lot of stories where the character commits fucking suicide sign?
Yes. There used to be more back in the day.
That's fair. The first meeting, the village hidden in the shadows. They were enemies. Definitely a female author. Definitely a female author. In the grasp of the enemy. Captured by Kakashi.
Uh-huh.
Definitely 120% a female author.
This author, obviously. Is this your fetish?
I mean, Kakashi's their fetish. Oh,
So
wow.
Kakashi was basically Gojo before Gojo was Gojo for some people.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow, M dashes. That's a lot of M dashes, author.
Who could have seen them coming?
Oh, it's not this, but that. Oh, wow. Not blood. Not exactly. It was older.
Not blood. It
damper, rotting wood, and faintly medicinal. Poorly cleaned.
What?
Fuck you.
It doesn't smell anything like blood. Fuck this. I'm getting my dinner anyway. I don't need to listen to this dumb slop.
Probably not.
This is, yeah, it's just more generic chat GPT nonsense. I guess I'll feed the toaster with it.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Let's see what else we got here on the front page. Naruto Combined Legacies, written by the Six Path Theorist. Oh yeah, apparently people are surprised that Silvervale made a fleshlight of her vagina and sold it.
Isn't she a,
Silvervale.
you know, porn
yeah, Silvervale, the
actress?
ex-porn actress, yeah.
Why are you surprised?
I guess
yeah,
the only thing I'm surprised at is that it took this long.
That pretty much that was my reaction to it. I was like, she didn't already
do that. Where's Shy Lily's? I'm surprised that she didn't make one.
Oh, Shy Lily doesn't need to sell men a fleshlight. She just fucks them.
Oh yeah, right. She actually literally sleeps with her.
she literally just flies them out and fucks them. She apparently 8 guys in one day.
Hey man,
yeah.
Hey man, if that's what they want to do and everybody knows what's going on,
more power to them,
no.
I guess.
It's an unwritten rule that if you you donate for an entire year as a tier 3 sub, she flies you out and has sex with you.
I don't. Okay.
This is not speculation. This is literally a confirmed
thing that happened.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, there's only one way to find out.
I'm not paying some thought money.
Very odd that you spoke up right away, Sign, but...
I figured I'd get thrown under the bus for it.
I mean, we probably were going to throw you under the bus for it, but...
See?
I mean, we probably were, but damn, dude, at least wait for us to.
Sign has standards. No, he doesn't.
Yes,
he doesn't.
Yes, I do.
No, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. His standards include something that hasn't been used 1,000 times. I give the man that.
That's true, yeah. But yeah,
no mileage,
it's
please.
I'm not really surprised at Silvervale. Whenever someone freaks out about, oh my god, Silvervale did this thing, it's like, yeah.
Why are you surprised?
She was a porn actress who started doing OnlyFans and then transitioned into retiring.
It's like saying
and then started
you're surprised
doing
that Mel
VTubing.
does porn.
Yeah.
Or fucking Cotton does porn, or anyone else in that space does porn. Like, goddamn.
Fucking, what's her face? Bow the Whale. She straight up just has a, Fansly porn account, yeah.
Okay, I mean...
More power to her, I guess.
At least she's honest about it?
No, she's not honest about it because she hides it.
She hides it.
She doesn't like being associated with it, but she's also
No, it's not that she doesn't like being associated with it. She just doesn't advertise it in the same way that all of the other e-whores advertise it. Because she's trying to maintain this, like, mythical I'm better than you standard of, like, oh, well, I don't do that.
She's bow.
Because she's a retarded woman, Nose.
I know she's retarded. I've seen some of her clips. I'm just questioning how she thinks she's hiding it.
Because she's a woman.
Because she's a woman.
If she doesn't say it, then it doesn't exist. Duh.
But she fucking says the most out-of-pocket shit every single
Yes. I know.
Do I need to remind everyone about the fucking doorknob that she spoke about?
Yeah, she fucked a doorknob. Yep, lost no nut November to a doorknob on day 1.
You're surprised?
No.
I'm not surprised. I'm just reminding everyone, unfortunately, because apparently people forget.
Look, that doorknob.
It looked like the one wolf dude from ZZC.
But no, it
just did it for her.
I'm not surprised when any of them do this because I said it on your server and I'll say it here fucking too. You know, you can take the woman off the corner. But you can't take the corner out of the woman.
Well,
that is. You know what? You can say that. I don't know if I will be repeating it. So good for you.
I mean, I don't need you to repeat it. They'll repeat it for me. Go check out their link tree. It definitely doesn't lead to a Fansly or OnlyFans account. Definitely doesn't do that. They definitely not advertising their porn to 13-year-olds.
I'm not touching this conversation with a 10-foot pole.
Flesh women are too busy being women for sign. Yes, truly only animated women, when controlled by men in everything they say and do, can can properly fulfill the male fantasy.
The male fantasy of having sex with anime, I guess.
No, the male fantasy of being loved by a woman unconditionally. Impossible to fulfill in real life.
Everyone knows it's never happened at all historically. And, we're not in some kind of hellscape now where it's impossible for that to happen.
I mean, the problem here, right, is that men haven't changed.
Nope. Somebody has, though.
Yeah, somebody has. If you see by this graph, if you look at this graph, men have not changed.
Yep, I have seen the graph. Okay, why the fuck isn't my ship moving? Oh.
Alright, anyway, good night, everybody.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go do something.
We are gonna close up shockingly at 9 o'clock this time, because we frankly have run out of things for me to be hilariously angry about, and honestly, just looking at the Naruto section makes me depressed and not angry, and I'd rather not go into a 1-hour depression spiral on Tuesday, when I actually have to get up tomorrow for work. So we're gonna not do that, and instead, we're gonna end it here at a normal time. With normal people at a normal place. Normally. Can I say normally when we haven't done it in like a year?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, it's supposed to be what we're supposed to do. That's still technically normal, right? Either way, come back Friday, because there is, of course, always going to be more, and